Hey, happy Friday, everyone. Welcome to the weekend. I am Meredith. I'm here with our message for the 26th of September, 2025. And we are using the Whimsical Cat Tarot for our message today. We have the sun in Libra. The moon is currently in Scorpio. It will shift signs into Sagittarius much later today. And then, of course, we've got our retrogrades going. Providing endless entertainment for us. All right, tuning into our energy atmosphere, what's on offer. We had a lot of cards pair up today. First set of two, we have the Strength card. Nice. Nice way to start the day, in your courage. And it's paired with the Two of Wands. Very nice. There's been a theme here in the cards for us all this week, and it's been a lot about our launch pad in the now, being at Four of Wands, Ten of Pentacles style energy. And, this is all about legacy of happiness, celebrating our lives. So we're there and we're creating more from that. So here we have Strength and we have Two of Wands together. So we've had to take a look at some of our vulnerabilities. Not had to, it's kind of just been shoved right in our face lately. And that's great because we have an opportunity to take a look at what might be limiting us. We've talked about that quite a bit. And making some new choices around that so that we're staying in harmony with the way we want to blaze our own trail, right? So beginning our reading with Strength, this speaks to a level of success as we have courageously faced some of our greatest vulnerabilities, which has opened up a whole new world of opportunity for us in the Two of Wands. So let's see where that goes. And our next card is the Eight of Swords? Yeah. These cards are great. If you have cats, you can relate. So Eight of Swords there, liberation, setting ourselves free. 8 is the number of the self in tarot. And typically traditional tarot, you see someone in a circle of swords. Hands are tied loosely. Blindfold is on. And the circle's not closed. There's an easy way out. And I sense that we have figured that out. So now we've got 2 8s in the reading. And some of us may be realizing some of the discoveries we've made in terms of our limitations, or in a way that we have habitually been living limited, and the freedom and liberation that comes from recognizing that and taking fresh action is all celebration worthy here, which again opens up this new doorway of opportunity for us. Let's see where this is going. Right into, I think that's the Seven of Pentacles. It is. Nice. Back to tending our seed thoughts, right? So again, another theme that's come up out of the cards is seed thoughts we planted perhaps years ago. For many of us, we've got dreams and visions, inspirations, aspirations that we desire to create and fulfill. And I have the sense for a while now in the cards that a lot of these ideas have been on a back burner. So part of this courageous liberation that we're in, setting ourselves free from our own shackled perception of limitation and getting ourselves into a new heart-mind coherence, gives us more inspiration for dreams we've had for a long time. So I know that message is coming on repeat. The reason for that, though, and it's across decks. I've used 3 different decks this week in our readings, and we have a consistency here, which is beautiful. So keep doing what you're doing because it's working. I'd love to see the Eight of Pentacles in this lineup of cards. Regardless, it shows that with consistency for the new choices and decisions you are making, liberation is right here in your hands, and you're closer than you realize. Next set of 2, beautiful. Look at that, the Magician. What have I been saying for weeks? Well, for years on this tarot channel. We are the magic. And we have all the elements of the tarot in our hands. Though we don't even need to do that. It's really the direction of our will. Where are we directing our will? And how are we engaging our self-relationship? So go on an adventure with yourself this weekend and pay very close attention to all the thoughts that you're thinking and listen in on your own inner dialogue. How are you spending your energy? Are you lamenting quietly in the recesses of your thoughts, your racing thoughts that, fire constantly all day long? What does that language sound like? Is it magical? Or is it self-defeating? Or is it somewhere in between? Check it out. Find the way. Get a foothold on being the magic that you are and using your energy in a profound way for yourself. Shift up your inner dialogue. Eliminate words like try, trying. Yeah, just do. Don't try. Go do. All right, next, paired with the Magician, we have the Ten of Cups. Sorry for the background noise there. Ten of Cups, fulfillment. One of the happiest cards in tarot. How gorgeous is that? So that's the Ace of Cups to the power of 10. That's love, bliss, joy, happiness, overflowing. And it's paired with the Magician here, which is fantastic because we're taking action on some of our seed thoughts that were planted so long ago. We're liberating ourselves from some old belief system and programming. We're engaging our strength and our courage, and we're taking a step through the doorway that the Two of Wands is offering us. And where are we taking this beautiful, magical Ten of Cups style energy? Nice. It's a vacuum cleaner, not a headstone. Hello, Death card. Hello, Scorpio. Well, the Death card doesn't disappoint this week. So this is all about transformation, and that's really what we've been talking about here through the whole first part of the reading. Transformation. And this card, I think it's been with us 4 days this week. Again, powerful. An ending in the beginning, a beginning in the ending. We're setting a new tone. We're traveling a new path for ourselves. Next we have... Oh, seriously. Well, the card witching hasn't failed me. There's the Eight of Pentacles. So keep doing what you're doing because you're transforming patterns of behavior, habits, behavioral habits. And that's all in transformation. And that transformation is what's creating the magical opportunity to live in the overflow of your Ten of Cups. Bottom of the deck, what's on offer to us from behind the scenes? How's the universe helping us out? Our first card is the Eight of Wands. So we have 1, 2, 3. We have 4 eights in the reading. Eight of Wands is swift moving energy. And that's another message we've had for the past 2 weeks. We've seen a bit of the Eight of Wands. We've seen the Knight of Swords, and we've definitely seen the Chariot. So things are moving swiftly. The Eight of Wands is a very loaded card with meaning. So it is a marriage card. It is the way we unify things. Now remember, 8 is the number of the self. What are you married to in your... As you're, perhaps dissecting, forensically looking at your inner language and dialogue, perhaps you're discovering that you are married to a limit and you're going to transform that. And every time you discover your connection or the way you've anchored yourself to a less than way of thinking, you're all about the transformation. I love that we're seeing the sun here in the Death card as well, because there's brilliant clarity when the sun is shining. I don't care what phase of the day it's in, whether it's dawn or whether it's dusk, regardless, sun provides great clarity for this transformation, and the consistency of our willingness to look at what requires transformation is very key here. So swift moving energy, communication incoming on the Eight of Wands, could be intuitive, but it could come in a variety of ways. And the way we unify things, most especially in self-relationship. And then we have The Six of Cups. Gorgeous. The channeled information tarot card for me. I feel that this is soulful presence speaking to waking earthly consciousness. It is called the soulmate card. And I love this alignment here because we're taking a look at inner dialogue and we're getting a download from soulful presence awareness into our waking earthly consciousness, which allows for transformation, which creates a magical upgrade for us. Page of Cups. New, fresh energy. And that's something we've seen time and again in the cards the past couple of weeks. The pages show up and the pages speak to a fresh perspective, a new energy, more education, a new way of thinking about things. The Page of Cups in particular is connected to manifestation. So we're definitely on a new journey within our manifestation adventure. And again, it's all in the 10 of Cups overflow. And by the way, these two cards are consecutive, 10 to the page. Beautiful. Next, we have Queen of Pentacles. Yes. And we're creating a beautiful ripple effect. That's something that we talk about when we see the king or the queen. So this is the way we pay it forward to ourselves, by upgrading our frequency, by witnessing what is holding us back or in an old fearful pattern. And what do we do with that? We bring more love, not less. So validate whatever is and bring the love, because that's going to create a perpetual loop of all this love, bliss, joy, and happiness. And then we have the Three of Cups. Time to celebrate. Kick up our heels. That's beautiful. These, the Three of Cups is a celebration card, and it feels very creative today in the reading. It feels like this overflow of the 10 produces so much opportunity for us, so much joy in everything that we're celebrating in the now. And come at it with that attitude. It's kind of a happy free-for-all here, even as we take a look at some of the slings and arrows of the past. They're here to help us in the now. So engage this energy. Angel answers, a fresh message, an answer to a question if you have one. And this one's falling out of the deck for us. Improving health, improving well-being. So yes, these cards are to confirm the reading, answer a question, or be a fresh message. So improved well-being is the transformation at hand here off the Death card. If you're looking for guidance, turn to your guides and angels, to the divine, to nature, wherever you get your answers from your own heart space, first and foremost. Look at yourself in the mirror because you are the angel. Oh, back again. Communicate clearly. One of my favorites. No verbal clutter. Most especially when you're in conversation with self and with the divine all. Don't be vague. Be very clear. Next card falling out is, as if we needed to hear that again, but I guess we do, don't we? Listen to your intuition. And then we have perfect timing, divine timing again. No clocks, no calendars here. All is as it is meant to be in these moments. So go with the beautiful flow that's on offer here and make magic. Final word, angels and ancestors. How is our soulful presence informing our waking consciousness? All right, 2 more shuffles, and then I'm just going to take whatever is on the bottom of the deck. Very nice. Oh, and it's fitting. Autumn, release the old and rest. Yeah. Well, since we're newly in the season of autumn, and this card perfectly suits the totality of the reading. So take a look at those patterns, identify them, ask yourself if they're worthy. Do they bring more love or do they bring less? And then the answer is simple. Okay, have the very best weekend ever. Thank you as always for being here. Peace. Namaste.